What is up? What is up? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, it is your man Jelani JB Bodie, host of this thing called the Wait a Minute Show. Back in the building. I think I was here last week. Yeah, I was here last week because I had the shirt on, thing and thing. Check the last episode. You'll know what that is. But welcome back to the show. If you have not already, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications and everything to the show because I need you. We need you. We need your combat. We need your comments. We need all that stuff. And we're doing stuff a little bit different today. A little different today, ladies and gentlemen. But he is still here in the building. My man Mo. What is going on, Mr. Mo? Sir.
I don't know. I'm on probation. Jelani put me in ISS. I'm in school suspension right now. So
Say it ain't
I
so,
don't know what to
bro.
do with my hands or none of that. What's up, JB?
See,
Extremely uncomfortable. You see what you did to me?
Yeah, Mo is a little bit uncomfortable because now he's a little bit more of a focal point. Normally he doing the stuff left and right and all that stuff, but
Can't
he's
push my
just chilling.
buttons. I can't push
Yeah,
my
he
buttons.
he chilling, but it's all right. It's all right. We gonna get through it and we gonna be all right. How was your weekend and everything? And I need to tell you, I told you already, but on the show, happy Father's Day.
Oh
I know
man,
we're
thank you. Happy
past it, but
Father's Day,
still,
bro.
yeah, still got to put it out
Yeah,
there. Happy Father's Day to all
it was a
the
good weekend.
fathers out there as well.
Yeah, salute to him. I had a good time, man. Got with some of the
Yeah.
fellas, did a little fishing. Finally watched Sinners. So if you hadn't seen it, go see it or
Ooh.
rent it. It's on Apple
Okay.
TV Plus, all the streaming platforms, man. Good movie.
I'm on.
We
I'm on.
we plugging movies now.
People keep talking about it. People keep talking about it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Normally, I don't. Normally, that's not my thing to watch. It just never been. But everybody keep talking about it, so I'm like, I probably will have to watch it. Um.
You gotta watch it. We gotta do a review on it. Do a review
Okay.
show. And just
You
take a
know
take
what?
a detour and review some shit. Review some good movies, man. That's a good one though.
Okay.
Check it out.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. All right, cool. We'll get back to Mo in just a moment, but we got some stuff that I need to talk about, and the first thing and foremost is the NBA Finals. Game 5 went down, and OKC was OKC in this matchup, taking Game 5, which I said that they would. Um, we're getting closer to it being over. Now, I'm still sticking to my Thunder and Six, comment. But in this game, there was a few things that I think OKC did well. They got back to what they were able to do as far as like these turnovers and everything. They were also they limit the because Indiana was going to make a run regardless. They've been doing that all playoffs, so they were going to make a run. It was just, can you minimize it? Can you limit it? And TJ McConnell came out there and he started wrecking stuff up, but they were able because Jalen Williams went for 40, and I think when you can go for 40, you're pretty good. So, I think this thing is over because Tyrese Halliburton also has a calf strain. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Mo, you saw this game, so what's your
Yeah, I
thoughts?
did.
On it.
So this is my takeaway from the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who the better team is. That's
You
my
don't
take for the whole series. I don't know who the better team is because
really?
I
Okay.
feel like if Indiana is playing at their best, if they had full potential, they playing at their best, it ain't a lot of teams that can beat them, and that does not exclude OKC. However, when OKC is playing at their best, nobody can beat them. Now, if I'm giving the edge to somebody, it's going to be OKC because I feel like they have the best player on the floor. But
There you
you're
go.
right, Halliburton went down, but McCollum should have got more minutes, and I just feel like I'm tired of apologizing, and I'm not going to do it today. No more apologies. No more apologies, man. Whatever happens, happens. But Halliburton, you got hurt, but even still, you can't put those kind of numbers up in the finals and not deal with some of the criticism that came
Mm.
before we reached this point. So you know where I'm going with that. But
But
I don't know,
I
man. I still got. Go ahead.
no. I was just gonna say I think he really is hurt. because of that
Yeah.
performance that he wasn't able to play the way he normally would play. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
So you saying you think he was hurt prior to
No, I'm
the
saying
game?
like once when he I think he had been dealing maybe with it a little bit before, but once when he went to the locker room in game 5, I think that was just it.
Hmm.
It was just like he really is hurt more
Yeah.
than what he's leading on to. And obviously he's not going to making an excuse and this is no time to be, doing it, and I know his team needs him, but I just
Right.
believe that he's hurt enough to where that's why we got that performance out of him with what I think he had 4 points, in the game, which you just can't
4 points.
have.
Yeah.
And it
But
wasn't because he was just having a bad game. I think that that calf is really affecting what he's trying to do on that court.
yeah. And I'm not trying to say that that was because of that. What I'm saying is it's the
Hmm.
finals. So okay, if you hurt, he's going to play. We know that. They're going to give him the good drugs, give him whatever they got to give him to get him back on the floor, get him back in shape as much as he can, as well as he can get back. But again, it's still these are two teams that I think is a great matchup. I said if it goes 6 games, it's OKC. If they
Hmm.
make it to 7, it's Indiana. That may change because of Halliburton's status, but
Yeah,
I mean, show some love to Jay Williams, but the boy showed out. That was
he
that
did.
was
And I
that was ridiculous.
that was the that what made all the difference. That was the difference maker in that game
Hmm.
in game 5. He's been balling. I mean, if you see his points been going up every single game since game 1 as far as like
Right.
his scoring. So I just think OKC, the one thing that they did, they were able to have a second person answer the bell when they needed someone to answer the bell. And that game 4 with SGA, he showed why he's the MVP. You need those type of performances,
Hmm.
against a team like Indiana. And I just think as far as Siakam, was balling, but they needed Siakam and Halliburton. They need both of those
Yeah.
guys to combat Jay Will and SGA. So I hate to say it. I would love for it. The basketball in me because I enjoy watching the series, hoping that it goes 7 games, but I'm gonna stick with my original pick, and I'm gonna say this thing is gonna be over in 6 because I told you, and I don't know if we talked about it here, if we talked about it, over the phone. Okay, see, they do not want to go to a game 7 and possibly have a healthy Halliburton and everything. You want to get this thing over with,
Yep.
back in Indiana, man, and just go ahead and wrap it up. So, um,
So who steps up? Who steps up at this point? I mean, Siakam,
see, I,
McCollum.
I,
I mean,
I
what's going to happen?
I think it's Siakam and it has to be Miles Turner. It got to be Miles Turner.
Miles got to
Nate,
give me
Nate,
more than what he been giving me.
but
They
that's
doing.
what
I
I'm
don't know
saying.
what they got on him this series.
Naismith and Nimhard, all them boys, they've been, doing their thing. You know what TJ is gonna give you because they're gonna keep having him come off the bench. They're not gonna have
Hmm.
TJ start, I don't
No.
think, unless Halliburton is just completely out. So yeah, it gotta come from Miles Turner. It's gonna have to be Miles Turner and Siakam, in this matchup. I don't have my
Yeah.
notes of what he scored, but I'm just saying he's gonna have to pick up the slack because he's part of their big 3.
Yeah. And if TJ start, then we know it's over because that means that Halliburton is hurt.
Yeah,
So to me, that's an indicator. So,
yeah.
but
So it's
yeah,
gonna be interesting.
I got it's
Interesting.
going 7 games, man. I got Indiana game 6. It's
All
going
right,
7.
you're gonna be right back on here apologizing, talking about his score 7 games.
Hey, I'm on tour. Why
you,
not? I
you
got some
you
stops to
are,
make.
you are.
I
Oh,
got stops to make.
let's move on from there. But Mo will be back here in a second. But I want to talk about Desmond Bain, right? So the Grizzlies made a trade for Desmond Bain to send him to the Magic, not Magic City, Magic Land, Disney World, or Magic World, if you will, in a trade for the 16th pick and a bunch of first round picks. So I was thoroughly surprised by this because I had to ask, and Desmond Bain, don't get me wrong, the dude can play, but the haul that they got back for him, it's like, wow, Desmond Bain is nice like that. Like, dang, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So that's what they telling us. But I do think on both sides, it makes all the sense in the world is that Orlando is trying to get better. You're not going to get better just with your status quo. You need somebody else. I think Bain was averaging 20 points a game when Ja was out and some other things was going on. So we know the guy can score. He plays defense. He's scrappy. He can play. So I guess the biggest thing is that trade just looked like it was a KD trade, and those are normally for, all right, we're gonna have this guy come in and step in and be the franchise, but that's not what he's gonna do because that's not his role. But I think he will add value. I think he will be a nice piece that there with Memphis. Look, they're not starting over, but they need to reboot. And I think this is, part of that. Figure out who you are, what you are, and what you're going to be in the future, and utilize these draft picks, and hopefully that cash in, on these draft picks because we're talking about OKC, which doesn't look like they're going to be anyway going anywhere anytime soon. We're talking about these other teams that's in the Western Conference. So I, I don't hate the trade and all that stuff, and I hope it works out. For both sides. I was just kind of shocked. It was a lot of capital for Desmond Bain, and they got Caldwell Pope back and Anthony Cole. So let me stop being disrespectful because Paul Pope is a champion, and Cole, that dude can play in this league. So he's going to add some scoring to the Grizzlies, team.
He's not SGA.
No.
I love a gutsy. Listen, I ain't got much to say on it. I love a
Mhm.
gutsy trade. I love when I see a trade that don't make sense, unless it's the Lakers. I love when I see that because people get to talking, and a lot of times,
Mhm.
they get to be proved wrong. But this guy is not SGA. He's not Anthony Edwards. But I mean, hey, let's see if they crazy or not. We're about to find
Maybe
out.
maybe the Magic knows something we don't know, bro. That's what
They
I
never
that's
have.
what I'm just saying.
They
That's
never
what I
have
was
in the
thinking.
past.
Because remember, SGA, we were talking about SGA. Nobody thought SGA was what he is now when he was with the Clippers or when the Clippers traded him. Halliburton, like maybe they know something we don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll find out.
Listen, the Magic,
We'll, we'll
they've
find out.
never. I mean, they. You can even name throughout the franchise's history about six great players to come out of that organization. They never know what we don't know. So
Okay.
let's find out.
Yeah, we'll find
Let's
out.
find out. You try to think of something and couldn't think of any.
Yeah, I can't. I can't. You got me right
Yeah,
now. All right.
it's
So,
all right.
hey, I'm gonna say this real quick because Mo got a lot to say when we got a lot to discuss on this. So here it is, right here. We've been wanting to do this for a while, and we just haven't, and now we are here. Top five, and I'm not talking about Dylan. I am talking about the top five NBA rappers. And I know, look, Mo is
Mm.
he been waiting on this because Mo is into music. So I
Now we've
got a
been arguing
list,
about it.
huh?
I said we've been arguing about it through
We've
text
been
messages.
arguing about. I may surprise you here because we don't ever discuss what our choices are, just like we just are all had he not team, check that episode out if you haven't. But this is the top five NBA rappers, right? So we go from five to one. And I'll give you my five, you give your five, Mo. So I'm number
Okay,
five that I got right now. I got KD. I got and
you got KD at five.
I got KD at five. I got KD at five.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my list or whatever. I think it probably is a little bit different than yours as far as like the criteria. Um,
Okay.
there are some there are some things in there which I will explain after we're done as far as like why I made that choice. But KD is number five for me. Who is your number five?
Kobe.
Who?
Kobe. Kobe is my number five.
Obi or Kobe?
Kobe Jelly Bean Bryant. That's my
Okay.
number five.
Number five.
That means he's at the bottom of that list. Go ahead.
Okay. I know
Now
somebody that's a Kobe
we gonna
fan when
come back
they
and explain.
yeah, you can explain right now.
Okay, all right. So in order for me to explain it, I would have to go on with my other. You know what? I don't have to do that. To me, he's number five because he had potential,
Hmm.
but I don't believe him. I don't believe him. You can't come out talking about thug poet, bro. That's not who you are. That's not who you are. You're a basketball player. You grew up in a completely different lifestyle. Nothing about you says thug, and your bars are not strong enough for you to say poet. So for that alone, you're number five.
Okay. All right. Number four, I got stack five. Steven Jackson.
Okay,
I got
right.
Steven Jackson at number four. Um, and after I explain, I think my list will make a little bit more sense. Who you got as number four?
Number four, I got KD.
You got KD.
I,
And you know
I
what?
got, and I wanted to put him higher, but I got him at
I
number four.
yeah, I flip flop between them because I was thinking of putting Stack at five and KD at four. So I battled with that, but you got KD at four. Okay. So we're in
I
the
got him at
same,
four.
we're in the same, realm or boat, The Kobe one, that shocked me. I was a little surprised by that. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
The only reason he's not higher is because he has no personality. He don't have no personality when he playing. He don't have personality when he trying to rap.
The
So
stage
I don't even
presence,
know yeah, exactly. He
stage
just,
presence. Okay.
yeah, you
All
number
right.
four.
Number three. I'll let you go. You give me your number three, and then I'll give you my 3.
Number three, I
Mm-hmm.
got I got AI. I got Iverson.
How did I know you
I
was
got
gonna
Iverson at three. I mean, it's the
really?
answer. He's number three. So I gotta put him at number three.
Number
But
3.
the only reason he's at number three, the
Mm-hmm.
only reason is because, and this don't sound crazy, but it's two other ones better than him. It's that
Yeah,
simple.
yeah,
Number one and number
cause
two are just better than you.
yeah, and I think we
It's-
were gonna argue about number 1 and number 2, but I don't know. We'll find out.
we'll
Number
find out.
3. Since you surprised me with Kobe, I'll probably surprise you with this. Iman Shumpert.
Oh
I got him.
wow.
I got him at number 3.
Lamont made the cut. Come on, JB.
Yeah,
He made the
yeah,
cut.
yeah. You know what? I was
Robert
surprised.
from the
Iverson.
Shy made the cut.
I was surprised. Iverson made your cut.
Hey, I was in. Hey, listen, you ain't hear him on the track with Kiss.
I do. I did. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But that's just who I got. So
Okay.
we
All right.
know the last two. Do I really? It's between two guys,
Mm-hmm.
Shaq and Dame, right?
Like and Dane. What you got
Shaq
him?
and Dame, Dame and Shaq. So number 2, I battled with this because I was trying to figure out what would piss you off, but I couldn't. So I think we
Yeah,
agree. I got Dame at 2.
there you go. I got him at two.
I hate
And
you.
let me say this. Let me say this, man. Let me say this. Because I was gonna flip that. I was gonna flip that. But Dame, listen, now when you're talking about one and two, as a as a music fan, as a hip hop head, you gotta give me more. You gotta give me a stronger catalog. You know what I'm saying?
Who,
Because
Dame?
Dame can spit. Yeah. His
Okay.
catalog, come on, man. His catalog is not Shaq's catalog. I'm sorry.
So
It's just
number
not.
one, number one is Shaq, and for what that reason, like you just said, is because I was going to say Dame, but
Mm,
I came back and I changed my mind because of what you just said. The catalog that Shaq has. Now
mm-hmm.
I was a little bit unfair, and I gotta apologize about that. I put into that decision of when him and Shaq had their battle because I felt Dame
Yeah.
won that one. I felt Dame won that one, but I'm like, that's not the whole story.
Right.
That's not the whole
Right.
whole book. So I can't weight that as heavy as I did against Shaq just because
Yeah.
he took it. Just like
That's
Jay Z
post
and
prime shot.
yeah. So
Hmm.
here's my reason for my five as far as like how I made the decision. That was like a
Okay.
Kellogg because Shaq is number one. Because if you look at it, is that over we're talking about decades now. Shaq has
Yeah,
dropped heat on all different type of genres. That
that's right.
goes for something. He's not a one trick pony or anything like that. I agree with you. Dame, I put him at number two. It's just he's just younger than Shaq. But you can see
Hmm.
Dame is coming. You can see what how he raps. He can rap for a while, or probably like
Yeah.
Shaq did. Uh Iman, that's my wild card, man. I just think, um presence, how he said, what you because you were just talking about Kobe and his stage presence. It's just like he got the stage presence. Speaking of longevity, Stack Five, he has done, song over song. He's been over 10 plus years as well, of different styles. And KD is he's a music head just like he is, a basketball head and everything. So that's where I
Yeah.
got my people that I did think about though. I did think about Iverson. I did uh who was the other person? I thought about who was the other person I thought about? Um, oh, who was it? I can't even think of him right now, but
Alonzo.
no.
No, Lonzo tried to make some music one time.
Yeah, but see, that's why I'm like, because I some people had like Leangelo and they had P and all this stuff, and I'm like, no, you got you if you
Yeah, you can't
everybody
count Master P.
yeah, you can't count Master P, but everybody that's on my list, they got some sort of catalog. Oh, I had it was Marvin Bagley. That's what it was because him and Dame had
Yeah,
had went
yeah,
up against each other. But I was like, I had to give like that catalog, that volume that they have, right?
yeah,
Stat got a
yeah.
volume, KD got a volume, and that's why I left Iverson off because Iverson just doesn't have that volume. Like he has some stuff
Hmm.
that he dropped. Don't get me wrong, it's just that volume because you got people like Chris Webber, he rap a bunch of guys, Aaron Gordon, Jalen Brown, Kyrie Irving, all of them have done, music, but I
Yeah,
just think with these guys, they got a larger catalog to be able to kind of grade them off of.
yeah. And I think for me, it came down to I gotta really look at you and dissect you as a rapper slash MC, however you want to put it, and that's how I'm gonna grade you. But when you look at Shaq, it's like Shaq was the one that was, without question, embraced by the hip hop community.
Yeah,
And Shaq had a hit. I mean, and it wasn't just a hit. It was a hit that the hip hop community loved. Went arguably the greatest ever. And dude can actually DJ, and he
hmm,
just, yeah, he had it sold out. But
very
shout out to
talented.
everybody on that list. They tried.
Yeah,
They tried,
and
but
because I close my eyes and listen, and it's like, does it sound like a basketball player who can rap, or if you take like all of these guys that you got, all of these guys, if you take away their NBA accolades and they drop the same music, will people
hmm
be listening? And that's kind of how I'm like Shaq, yes, Dame, yes, Iman, yes. Like I think they could
hmm
hold their own as a musician or artist without the basketball. And that goes with
yeah,
with the catalog. And all of them got different styles. That's the other thing. Nobody was, exactly the same. So that's why I like it too.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. My
So
top five is better than yours.
I don't know about that. You know what? Folks, put in the comment section whose
Yeah,
top five you like more, mine's or Mo. Recap, Mo, your top five. Kobe, who was four? KD,
KD,
Iverson,
AI, Dame, and then Shaq.
and I got KD, Stack Five, Iman Shumpert, Dame Dollar, and Shaquille O'Neal. So, all right, that's not a bad list you got there. Not bad, not better than mine, but that's
You're
not bad.
okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's move on and finish this thing up with a little NFL talk. And again, it is the Cincinnati Bengals. And This whole thing with Shamar Stewart got a rookie deal. Obviously got drafted by the Bengals, got a rookie deal that's going on, but there's some words in the contract that he got a problem with, and the Bengals are not trying to, um, I guess, come to a agreement like once before. So he was like, "I'm out, deuces," and he left, mini camp. So Mo, my thing, with this one, and I'm bringing Mo back. My thing with this one, it's not more because you see contract disputes all the time, especially on the rookie scale, because it's always about the wording. It's always about the word. It's not really about what the pay is. It's kind of like how it's going to be paid out and everything. And that's what they,
Hmm.
normally have an issue with. But my thing about this, and you can talk about Shamar as well, why is it always the Bengals? That's my thing. We had the issue with T. Higgins. We had the issue with Jamar. You got one right now with the guy that I think he led the league in sacks, and Trey Hendrickson, that he's upset. You got other guys that left, like Jesse Bates. He came here to Atlanta to play for the Falcons, and it just seems like that they have a history, and maybe they just don't mind putting
Hmm.
their business out there, and other teams don't. But you got a history of it. You had it with Carson Palmer. You had it with, I think they might have had it with TJ Hushman. It just seems like they always got something with their players, man. And it's just like, what is going on there,
I
bro?
see it all the time. It's just, sir, you got certain organizations, it's always going to be like that with them. And now you've developed this reputation for yourself to where, you get players like Stewart come in and just may not even respect the organization to that degree. Because now it's like, listen, any other team, I'll be like, man, just get to camp. All the stuff will get worked out. Just go to camp because it ain't about the organization at that point. You got players in that locker room that you got to deal with every day. And not
Mm-hmm.
everybody might not, they may not be on board with how you're thinking, regardless if it's language in the contract or whatever. But you're right, the Bengals, dude, it's man, this somebody buy the team and move them,
Right.
move them somewhere.
Well, they don't have to move them. Just buy the team. Because it's
Nah, you got to go. It's something about the land. There's something about the dirt. They just can't get it together, man. Just move
uh,
them, man.
I
Just
just
move them.
don't,
Find another
yeah.
city in Ohio.
And I
The
get
Akron
it.
Bengals.
Look, you got rookies that, yeah, hasn't proved anything yet, all that stuff. But it's like you can't even use that. The guys that are proving stuff. I mean,
Hmm.
Jamar, Jamar had to hold in this last year instead of hold out. Like, what about? There's nothing you can tell me about Jamar Chase to where you like. I got a question mark. Or he shouldn't. We got a question about what we should pay. No, no. But
Yeah,
these are the Bengals. It seems like that's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
Don't
we're
get
off
it.
the Bengals. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, that is another one in the books. Again, happy Father's Day. This is a belated one because we didn't do a show before Father's Day or on Father's Day, but it don't even matter, man, because we appreciate the guys out there that's putting in the work and being there and being the man, being the family man, and all that good stuff that comes with being a father. So, we appreciate that. We appreciate everybody chiming in again. Subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. We'll keep coming back more and more and more. Make Mo a little bit more uncomfortable sitting there. And you can go ahead. You can be honest with me. He's not here right now. You like my list better. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. But two things as always: stay positive and push forward. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.